let's switch gears. Tony Ferguson's going to fight Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler's going to throw down Tony. But man, what are we doing with Tony? We just keep fucking putting him on a cross, man. This fight's going to end in a knockout.
Yeah.
This is if I was Michael Chandler, I'd be like, oh, I don't even have to train. I could train for 4 weeks. Tony's done. Tony is one of those fighters that he had this incredible, he had an incredible peak for 2 or 3 years where he could have been the best in the world. And it's a shame he never got that fight
with Khabib. It never happens.
His cliff, his fall off, it was not a slow decline. It was he fell off a cliff.
It was, and that cliff was called Justin Gaethje.
I could put some damage on Tony right now, before he finishes me. It's just he's not there anymore, man. Chandler's going to kill him
because he was fun to watch. He was so fun to watch back in he was like
El Kukui, man. He was the boogeyman. Yeah, he was fucking weirdo. Yeah, he is.
It's a shame too, because man, that division is so stacked. But Chandler's a great fighter too. He's fucking great. Like I know he's lost over and over, but he comes and brings a show, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm still thinking it'll be a good fight, but you're right. Poor Tony. I think there's just a point where the insanity of his mind is not aware of the limits of his body.
Well, let's remember at one point while he was intern champ, he was hospitalized for claiming that he was God and put on antipsychotics.
Yeah.
And then he came back and continued fighting. He's fucking crazy dude, man.
I'm still gonna watch the fight.
I'll still watch. I don't know what Tony does with lose. I would love to see how Tony copes with losing.
I mean, he's lost the last few.
Right, but I don't know how he does it. I can't imagine. He's had a psychotic break, literally. As a psychologist, when you call yourself God and are walking around and have to be hospitalized and put on antipsychotics, that's what we call psychosis. You had a psychotic break.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I imagine, you know what I think it is? I think it's denial. I'm still the best. That was an off week. I just need to train a little harder. That's how I imagine Tony thinking in his head. Has a couple more wins, I'll be back there.
I guess if you're talking about the mind of a madman, you can have that kind of logic, but
ultimate denial. Ultimate.
It's hard. How can you watch the fights?
He probably doesn't.
How can you watch the? Yeah, you probably don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually exactly the answer. Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah,
watch
that's right. Yeah. I mean, I can beat him. It was a lucky day. Yeah.
Let's see what happens, man. I'm totally down.